2 to a previous video of how to make Jurassic World Aviary with Indominus, Rex, and Cretaceous crews. But this video is going to focus less on the Aviary and more on the crews. But first, I'm going to showcase a funny glitch that I forgot to showcase in the last video.
So I want to showcase it now!
Okay, but seriously, if you go here with the drone and you can tranquilize something that's sitting on the gallery, it's just gonna plop inside. Look at that. Hold up. Just let me get some.
Ow!
Yeah, okay, so that's a pretty funny glitch, and now, I'm gonna get to actually showing the video, but first, let's admire this dead frog looking pteranodon.
Ow! My back!
Now that's totally not creepy at all. Okay. So, yeah, as you probably saw, this is going to be focusing on the fact that this is like a wannabe Cretaceous cruise. I'm saying wannabe, obviously, because it's not actually the Cretaceous cruise, because Cretaceous cruise doesn't exist in this game. It does in the next game, but not in this game, unfortunately. So now, here's a tip. If you have the Biosyn DLC, this is just an if. You could place carnivores here. I'm saying if because I want to keep it as realistic as possible. And also as safe as possible to avoid panic between the herbivore species. You can place a sort of barrier here. I'm putting this because I'm going to add 2 carnivorous species. 3 actually. Suchomimus and Baryonyx, as well as Metriacanthosaurus. Because from what I know, from what I saw online, apparently in Jurassic World, the movie has like Metriacanthosaurus as well as Baryonyx and Suchomimus in the Cretaceous cruise that never appeared, but they never appeared in the movie. But some official sources from that time, or at least from what I saw online and on the wiki and stuff, very useful info, is that is like a list of species. And also, I checked, and it was most likely that Tyrannosaurus from the Camp Cretaceous series was likely at the Cretaceous cruise as well. So if you intend to have hunger turned on for the herbivores, which I usually don't, but I keep first on so it can still keep the immersion. Of the dinos being on the side, I recommend turning on herbivores cannot starve, because some species will be able to dry out, which would not be nice at all to see. I mean, they will be able to go hungry. So, I recommend adding first are the Parasaurolophus. The obvious choice is Para. I'm just gonna favorite these styles and randomize it for build purposes. And these are like the Jurassic World 2015 styles. Yeah, I recommend adding Para and as well as In terms of species that were actually here, herbivorous species at least, I recommend adding para and a paddle. Paddle creates a more interesting look of like a larger species. As in my opinion, it's very nice to have like a huge species. One of it can actually be seen. And I also sometimes like mixing small species into my builds as well. It's like a little like, you gotta actually look with your eyes to find it type thing. So I'm just gonna populate it real quick. You don't have to copy what species I'm putting here, I'm just putting what I prefer. I'm putting a Rhinoceros here because in my opinion, because it is canon, because it appears in Camp Cretaceous. I'm just not sure where it actually was located, but I'm gonna assume because if it's aquatic nature, it was obviously, like, most likely, at least, probably had, like, a place in the attraction Cretaceous cruise. That's why I'm kind of just placing it everywhere. Now, I recommend creating these elevated spaces. Give like a theme park ride feel, because obviously it is a theme park ride. Because it's like a theme park, and Jurassic World is a theme park, obviously. So, like, when they're, like, rowing by, we can see the parasaurs and other animals drinking on the edge. Also, I'm adding this because, you know, sometimes it can also generate with this thick grass. So, it would be fun for, at least realistically, I bet the guests would be able to try and, like, spot them, just, like, the smaller species just rushing through the thick grass.
Asset being transported.
Like, see, when I create these videos, I try to create, like, or these builds, I mean,
Delivery complete.
I try to create them in, like, a perspective of, like, an actually enjoyable theme park ride,
Delivery has been completed.
or, like, an actually enjoyable
Transportation underway.
Jurassic Park or Jurassic World experience.
Asset transportation complete. Asset transportation underway. Transportation complete.
Now I'm placing some rocks around for more realistic and natural feel.
Asset has been transported.
I'm gonna be placing Metriacanthosaurus here, and
Asset transportation in
Piscivores will
progress.
cohabitate together here.
Asset delivery confirmed.
Because technically, in both Jurassic World and Jurassic Park,
Transportation underway.
Metriacanthosaurus is technically canon, because in an official Jurassic Park map, Metriacanthosaurus is actually on the map next to the Triceratops exhibit. And Metriacanthosaurus is officially mentioned to be
Transit has commenced.
one of the carnivorous species that could be encountered or seen on the Cretaceous cruise attraction.
Asset in
I'm gonna be
transit.
placing some, like,
Asset
shrubs.
delivered.
The mossier one, in my opinion, looks better, especially when combined with the palm trees.
Transportation complete.
Now, obviously, a Rhinoceros creates a very cool effect because, like, it's perfect for his build because it was believed to have more aquatic behaviors. So it works perfect in here. If you heard laughing, it was just my brother watching something. He has headphones on, so you can't hear it. To avoid disruption. He's being very annoying right now. This is a very simple part. All you gotta do is just add rocks anywhere you'd like. Just decorate it. Am I the only one on YouTube who actually decided to try doing this? I'm not too sure. Now I'm gonna cover the fences so that the Indominus break-in area doesn't look well, it can't be seen. Yeah, so I think I've just really made the aviary look nice and natural. See, maybe we can spot a pteranodon hunting. Well, I know that the pteranodons really do prefer to eat fish in this game, but yeah, but they also hunt goats if they really have to. If there's a lack of feeders. Now if I turn on comfort, this would be broken already. Well, I don't know if already, but you know. I'm not trying to cater for their comfort because the comfort doesn't really matter because it's turned off. I'm adding cycads because it looks nicer. And the cycads are very lush looking foliage brush. So I'm glad to have it in this game. I hope it returns because I especially like it for like oasis or desert builds. But in my opinion, it's fun to make desert builds on the tropical biome because you have to get inventive and creative. Because obviously there are no desert trees or rocks like as foliage brushes. Saying specifically as foliage brushes because they do exist, just not the way you'd expect. They exist as decor, obviously. The highlight of the previous video is a glitch where I got the Indominus into the aviary for the sake of the build. Where is he? Or where is she? I guess she's using her camouflage. Yep. Well, no, it was just a joke because, you know, in the movie she could camouflage. Did it break out? Yeah, I have no idea what happened to it. That's weird. Oh wait, no, it was just here this whole time. How did that? Oh, I guess she was sleeping. That freaked me out, or confused me, I should say. So now I prefer to add, what is in my opinion the best pachycephalosaurid in the game, Stygimoloch. Because in my opinion, Pachy is just overrated, and the Pachy kind of looks like Cleveland Brown from Family Guy. I don't know why, but I only recently started to see that.
Asset requiring collection.
Like, is it just me, or does the Pachycephalosaurus look like Cleveland Brown from Family Guy? I have no idea why.
Asset
I
transportation.
don't know why I
underway.
see that.
Adding task. Request acknowledged.
Now I'm gonna add Microceratus.
Asset being
Microceratus.
transported.
I don't really care how it's pronounced, honestly. If I was in Species Viewer, I could check. Wait. I know Species Viewer has pronunciations. Oh wait, no, this doesn't. Only Species Viewer does. Yeah, but the game Species Viewer basically allows a pronunciation feature
This is
where
the
it
Stygimoloch,
basically
and it
forces
is
you
one
to know how to
hard-headed
pronounce.
dinosaur. It has an armored dome crowned by horns. Despite this, it's a social and relatively docile animal, unless threatened. Then steer well clear of it. This dinosaur can do a number on its enclosures and bash its way through any number of obstacles. Take that into consideration when you're planning its environment.
No, I don't know why, but for some reason the Metroid Camphosaurus, every time it gets made, it always ends up having this weird green pattern on it. I don't know why. Like if you just leave it on the default. So I recommend changing that. Well, keep in mind to change it while planning any builds. Unless you like the weird tan on green color.
No problem.
And if you do,
Delivery
it
has
doesn't,
been
that's
completed.
alright, you just do it your way. It's just for inspiration, you don't have to copy it like one for one, obviously. Point of this video is to inspire people
Asset delivery confirmed.
like who have no good ideas
Transporting asset.
or don't know what to build. It's not to force people at gunpoint to like build. Like, build now
Confirming
with a
asset
gun held at
delivery.
your head. Then what if you're like, I don't want to build? Like, I'm not gonna force people to build. You can tell I'm very tired and I'm just trying to
Transit.
make myself be entertaining so I don't speak like a robot the whole time. Because that would be very annoying.
Assets in the air.
I just did that for comedic purposes. That very loud wheezing cough. Why am I so good at doing wheezing coughs? Wait, I'm gonna show my brother that. Hey, 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 brother, brother.
Transportation
Wait.
underway.
I just wanted to show you my wheezing cough.
Asset has been collected.
Oh, also, is it just me or does
Asset transportation.
this dinosaur, Pachycephalosaurus, especially from back view because the things on his head look like hair. It looks like Cleveland from Family Guy.
In progress.
Okay, I'm gonna continue to build now.
Ah!
Why am I doing this voice a lot?
Transit has
It's very
commenced.
ridiculous. That's why I'm doing it, obviously. Has the Metroid Camphosaurus already arrived? I can't tell.
Delivery complete.
Nope. still delivering the Baby Yodasauruses. I'm saying that because I feel like they were just made cute for money purposes. Baby Yodification, as I like to call it. Now, I'm gonna be placing Baryonyx. You don't have to place the trio, but I like to try and place a trio whenever I do this because obviously, where else would they have been?
Commencing asset transit.
Also, I didn't notice, however, that the default Baryonyx skin, the one that's just set for the Baryonyx by default, looks a lot like is basically just chaos without the well, it's just a realistic version of chaos.
Understood. Asset transportation underway. Asset in transit.
Now, while we're waiting for this to be done, I'm just gonna spam the release button for the Aviary.
Commencing asset.
Microceratops to the park. Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome
Asset has been collected.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome to the park. Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a pteranodon to the park.
Now, obviously, this is getting to be a very popular Aviary, which is obviously the purpose of this. I have no idea where the Indominus is. She always just disappears.
Asset transportation in progress.
Wait, did we make it so that the Indominus is just not visible from radar views? If it did, that would have been a very good attention to detail because the Indominus, you can not pick up its location. Nope, they didn't disable it. That would have been an opportunity. You just ignore the Jeep. I have a very good thumbnail opportunity for the first video. There we go.
Transit has commenced. Delivery complete.
I'm gonna place a lot of Suchomimus as well. Maybe some more Metriacanthosaurs. No, not Allomosaurus.
We are pleased to welcome
being transported. Asset delivered.
Also, the weirdest thing happened this morning. I just booted up YouTube and it was just showing me nothing but like children's videos.
Transportation underway.
It was just recommending me nothing but like videos made for toddlers. Or like, and it wasn't even letting me comment. But all I had to do was just go to my
Asset in transit.
subscriptions and and the glitch fixed. I just had to watch. I guess it just glitched out and reset my recommended page. I have no idea why.
Asset transportation underway.
We are pleased to welcome a Dimorphodon to the park.
But the hatchery doors probably hate me now. Just how much they are
Welcome a
getting overused.
Delivery has been completed.
Pleased to welcome a Metria tourist to the park.
Transporting asset. Asset has been transported. Asset transportation underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Pteranodon to the
Asset
park.
transported. Asset transportation in progress.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Pteranodon.
Asset delivery confirmed. Asset being
Let
transported.
me see if I have a suitable amount of feeders. I have exactly the suitable amount, and for the Indominus,
Asset has been delivered.
yes, a suitable amount.
Asset has been collected.
Yeah, Baryonyx I think is getting delivered now. Yep. Yeah, it looks much better when it doesn't have that
Asset
strange
delivered.
green color. I realize how
Transporting asset.
how cartoony the Metrocanthrosaurus actually is in this game. They made its patterns look very cartoony. Like Camp Cretaceous styled cartoony.
Confirming asset delivery. Delivery has been completed.
I wonder if Metrocanthrosaurus is even present in the third game. If it is, I wouldn't even notice. I don't want to. No offense to any Metrocanthrosaurus fans. I just think it's a very boring species.
Asset has been transported.
Yeah. So basically, I've noticed that the Chaos skin is just like if someone buys the Chaos skin for like buys the Camp Cretaceous DLC just for the Chaos skin, they are basically wasting their money because the Chaos skin is just a brighter and cartoony version of the default Baryonyx.
Asset transportation complete.
It kind of looks like this, just if it didn't have the white skin, if it had the black one and the default random, the blue one and the default random color, it would have been just Chaos, just with the HD. It would basically just be Chaos with updated graphics, if that makes sense. I do personally think the Camp Cretaceous skins.
Asset in transit.
Wait, have I been saying Chaos Fury this whole time? I'm not sure. I personally think the Camp Cretaceous skins for the Baryonyx and such look overly cartoony, and I try not to use them too much. Like, the Baryonyx skins just look too colorful, especially if you put them in a larger mixed group with other berries. They look very out of place. Trying to jog up my memory, it's like regain it of what goes here. Actually, I think that's it. Okay, so pretty much this is done once all the Suchomimus get delivered. And I think I'm gonna put some more Suchomimus in Metrios because I already put like 9 berries, so might as well put like more of the others.
Asset transported.
Yeah, so each of the carnivorous species will have like, except Baryonyx, because they only have like 2.5 batches, 1.5 batches, but yeah.
Complete. Transportation underway. Acknowledging asset collection request.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a
Asset delivery confirmed. Adding to the list.
I don't know why, but I've noticed that sometimes after some time, despite having perfect cohabitation with each other, even when like is turned into default, Baryonyx will sometimes tend to fight Suchomimus. I'm not sure if it's a glitch or if it's supposed to happen.
Commenced.
That happens with a lot of species that the game claims to cohabitate well with each other. For example, every time I put scavengers, or like basically the smaller carnivores, with like every time I put scavengers, like example Moros Intrepidus or
Commencing asset
Stegosaurus with something like Deinonychus or Dilophosaurus, despite saying they like each other, they end up killing each other. Like, they always get hunted by the bigger, smaller carnivores. The bigger, small carnivores. Like Frogosaurus. It's not actually what it's called, Deinonychus. And also, is it just me or does Deinonychus, like, the ugly design for it? I'm glad that it's gonna probably get a redesign in Evolution 3. Deinonychus looks hideous. It looks like William Afton from Five Nights at Freddy's without the suit.
delivery.
Oh, already 33 minutes. I've been just yapping, have I?
In the air. Asset has been delivered. Transit has commenced.
These videos are very fun and simple to make. All I gotta do is play, which I always do, play
Asset
this game,
transportation underway.
but while talking to myself, which is the more difficult part,
From West Africa.
because it is kind of weird. Final overview of the aviary once it's fully populated, which is now. Let me see if I can actually use my eyes now. Why is she always here? Is she stuck?
Asset transported.
Yeah, I don't know why she's not eating. She has food. She has food. I don't know why I like saying it like that. It's funnier. Food.
Asset.
She's just a bad hunter. It's very... I always like how she just kind of like keeps her food in her mouth like that and just does that. Yeah, okay, this is a perfect thumbnail pose for the second one out as well. Just an overlook shot. As for the Cretaceous cruise ride. Every time I place Baryonyx and Suchomimus together, they always just get clipped into each other in like this huddled weird circle or like space. I don't know why. They end up just huddling all in the same space, and it's very strange to witness, but also very comedic. Trying to place as much foliage here. So that here's your final results. Hope you enjoyed. First, let me get a quick screenshot of the guest view. Hey, why looking at me? I look the same. Okay, seriously, bro. Yeah. Well, let me see if I can get a cool shot of an animal like just drinking on the edge or something. Alright, turn hydration on. Or are they just not thirsty? I think the Apatosaurus eating is the best way to go. Get some water in that shot too. And with that, the video is done, and bye. I hope you enjoyed the video because I'm way too tired right now. Bye. Wait. Yeah, okay, bye.